guys, welcome back to Good Vibes, and today we're going to be making Japchae, Korean sweet potato starch vermicelli glass noodles, guys. Delicious. Alright, so I'm going to put that aside, and what I'm going to do is show you what we have kind of laid out. So we have some vegetables. We have some julienned carrots, some red pepper, onion, scallion, and spinach that I've already blanched. And that's going to make a really colorful japchae dish. So the vegetables are already prepped, and now I'm going to get started on our meat. So I have a nice little fillet of ribeye, which I'm going to thinly slice. And we're going to slice this up so we can marinate it. Alright, so we have our beef nicely sliced thinly. I washed the board already, and now we're going to move on to our shiitake mushrooms. So I've used dried shiitake mushrooms, and they were soaked in warm water for about 15 minutes. Now they are nice and soft, and we can get them sliced nice and thin. Voila! Beautiful shiitake mushrooms, all nicely thinly sliced. So now what I want to do is I want to marinate the meat and the mushrooms together because they both have the same texture, right? Same consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some sesame oil, some soy sauce. I love these little squeezy bottles. And get it out. Okay. And a little bit of mirin. Now I love mirin because it really enhances the flavor, and it really kind of breaks down a little bit of the protein as well. And we're going to get in a little bit of brown sugar. And now we're going to put some garlic in. I'm going to grate some garlic. I'm going to get about 2 cloves in here. So now that we have our beef and our mushroom, we're just going to make sure it marinates. And we're going to leave this till maybe about like 15 minutes. Get all the flavors soaked in. I'm just going to make sure it's all mixed in, and we are going to move on to our eggs. Okay, so now you definitely want a nice fluffy egg inside the japchae. So we're going to go ahead and fry up a little bit of a omelet. She's on. So I got 2 eggs here. I forgot my fork. So I have 2 eggs. I'm going to whisk them up. All right, let me get a little bit of oil in my pan. And we're essentially going to make a little omelet. So we're going to flip her in about a minute. Make sure it's all cooked. I like to tilt my pan a little and kind of get the uncooked eggs to the other side. We're going to flip her. Whoops, I think I had a little bit of egg overboard, but that's okay. I'm going to turn the heat off and let it finish. Alright, so we have our egg all finished. So what we want to do is slice it into nice thin slices. Actually, I'm going to fold it here. Let's go like this. And while we're doing this, I have a pot of water going so that we can boil our noodles. And then after I've sliced it, I'm just going to cut it in half so the pieces are a little bit smaller. I'm just going to transfer some of the eggs over here. All right, so we have our egg mixture all done. And we're going to get about 8 ounces of the noodles into the boiling water for about 5 minutes. And we'll check right back. We have our noodles all ready. They look silky smooth. So now we just need to make our sauce. So I'm going to get started with some sesame oil. Now this is the sauce that's going to bring the whole dish together. At the end, you're going to marinate it. Some soy sauce. And you guys can see the recipe and all the ingredients when you drop down on the video. I'll include everything that you guys need. Some brown sugar. And some fresh black pepper. I like a lot. Okay, so you're gonna get this whisked up. And now, we have Abby in here. She wants to know what I'm making. So now that we have our sauce, let me just clear the way a little bit. We are going to cook our meat and mushroom mixture. So we're going to get this nice and hot. Just going to get a little bit of oil in here. Let's get these guys in here. Nice and hot. Smells so good. Now, Japchae is such a great dish. Great for any party, or kind of like a dish that you want to like bring to your friend's house. Usually, Japchae is made in a lot of events, full on Korean holidays and things like that. But just so easy to make. This is a easy version of it. You're going to see that I'm going to cook all the vegetables together as well. Alright, so we have the beef and the mushrooms all ready. So we're going to take them out. So when I say easy, I mean just take all the vegetables and we're going to stir fry them together. Normally you would stir fry them individually, but you know, this dish is going to be all mixed in together anyway, so why waste extra time? So we're just going to get all of this in here. And we're going to add a little bit of salt. And we're just going to stir fry these babies up. We have our vegetables nicely stir fried, and I got my kitchen glove ready. So now that we have everything here, what I want to do is I want to add in the noodles. And we're going to add in the beef and the mushrooms. We're going to add in our egg. And this is the part where we're going to add in the sauce that we made earlier. So we're just going to drizzle that all over. We're going to get in there. We're going to marinate everything and marry everything together. It's going to be so delicious. Such a classic favorite dish. Now, if you don't eat meat, you can always remove the meat and just make it a vegetarian version. Or you can, you know, add in chicken or pork. So good. Our delicious japchae. I'm going to have to give it a try. That is amazing. You have all that wonderful flavor with all of the soy sauce and the sesame oil, a little bit of sweetness from the brown sugar, and this is just amazing. I hope you like this recipe. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you should, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.